Hello, my beautiful souls. I am Minerva's Moon, crone witch, shadow worker, and keeper of the old magic. Come in close. The circle is warm. Step in, breathe deep, and let the ancient wisdom rise within you. When you descend into yourself, the first thing that you meet isn't a demon. It's not some darkness trying to swallow you whole. Honestly, it's a part of you that's been waiting. It's been waiting quietly and patiently for years. Now, it's important to realize that the shadow self is not your enemy. It's a version of you that learned to grow in the dark because at the time, the light didn't feel safe. So let's talk about what the shadow actually is, because this is where people get it twisted, okay? The shadow isn't evil. It's not a bad part of you. It's literally just a part of you that's learned to hide. And every time someone told you to be good or to calm down, stop crying, don't make things difficult, a little piece of you stepped back into the dark. Like, okay, I guess it's not safe to be the version of me right now. So the shadow is made of exiled emotions, forgotten needs, abandoned truths. It's the child who wasn't allowed to speak, the teenager who swallowed their anger, the adult who learned to smile through pain. And when you start doing shadow work, well, that's exactly who you're going to be meeting. And listen, the shadow doesn't knock politely. It doesn't send you like a text message saying, hey, are you free to talk right now? No. It shows up in your reactions, in the way that you shut down during conflicts, in the way that you overgive because you're trying to feel worthy, in the way that you get defensive the moment you feel unseen. And let me tell you something from my own life experience, because this is where it got real for me. There was a moment, and boy, do I remember this moment clearly, when someone spoke to me as if I was fragile, like I couldn't possibly be understanding what they were talking about. You know, I felt like they were speaking to me as a child. And before I could even think, I snapped. I wasn't loud and I wasn't dramatic, but boy, was I sharp. And the second that it happened, I felt that heat in my chest, that mix of anger and hurt that doesn't match the moment that you're in, you know? Later, when I sat with it, I realized that the reaction wasn't about them at all, had nothing to do with them. That was my younger self, the one who was tired of being dismissed, tired of being talked down to, tired of being treated like she didn't know anything. And at that moment, although it didn't seem like it at the moment, my shadow wasn't attacking me. Okay, she was pleading with me. She was saying, please don't let me be invisible again. That was the first time that I said to her, I hear you. I am not abandoning you. And at that moment, everything shifted for me. That was my first confrontation with my shadow part. And boy, was it uncomfortable. But you know, it wasn't supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable because you're facing the part of you that were never allowed to exist. So yeah, it might feel like resistance. You may feel shame. You might even feel like you're going backwards. But this is where the descent becomes sacred. Because the shadow isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you the only way that it knows how. And when you finally say, I see you, I hear you, I'm not abandoning you, something softens. The shadow stops fighting and it starts trusting. The shadow doesn't respond with force. It responds to compassion. This, right here, this is where your awakening deepens. Not in the light, but in the tenderness and in the love that you offer your darkness. Ask yourself, what part of me is hurting? What part of me is afraid? What part of me is trying to protect me? When you approach your shadow with curiosity instead of judgment, you start reclaiming pieces of yourself you thought were gone forever. That's the moment the descent becomes healing. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking about the mask, the survival strategies your shadow builds to keep you safe. But for now, remember, your shadow is not your flaw. It's your unspoken story. And meeting it for the first time is like coming home to yourself. Welcome home. Well, my friends, as the circle closes, carry your awakening and your magic with you. Awaken the soul, honor the craft, walk in your power. As above, so within. As within, so becomes. Blessed be, my beautiful ones.